I shouldn't be here.
I've been here for too long enough that by now I should be spending like 6 months there, 6 months here.
Absolutely. Or, we could have been so well off that, we'll be touring.
Like
just
exactly,
tourists,
you probably spend more time in the sun than even in that place.
Exactly. Just visiting, every now and then. Let's go and see how the other half lives and come back to our tropical,
miss your area. So, I miss Chicago. I say, really? Maybe you should go and do 2 weeks. I said, well, I'm thinking it, but I don't know if I should, But no, they are making us pretty much like a cost them more for why we are
absolutely
extending our stays.
Well, we're here.
I get it.
Okay, let me get to it so that other people can call. So I think the point I wanted to discuss was just the governance. Just watching that lady, that commissioner, that's with the impunity she was using. Commissioner for tourism in Lagos State, somebody who has done absolutely nothing, but because she has some kind of portfolio, she now feels, emboldened. And that's not, those are the things that we need to dismantle. We need to dismantle the democracy that we have in Nigeria that emboldens madness like this one. The democracy in Nigeria that gives birth to people like Wike, what's his name, the current president of Nigeria, all of those people, all the current crop of people we have in politics. We need to dismantle that particular kind of democracy. We need to dismantle the democracy that emboldens your security officers going into universities just for the heck of it, slapping people up and down the whole place and just acting a proper nuisance, you know. So we don't have a democracy. We don't have any governance, and we don't have a government. I don't know. We're just crazy. Just watching that woman talk the way she was talking.
The system is with
the impunity,
it's filled with all of that. To the point that politicians feels like they are doing me and you a favor.
And I don't know what kind of favor you are doing. We're supposed to be grateful,
fates, right?
And
be grateful.
We need to dismantle the democracy that allows somebody to spend 26 years, 26 years, for stealing a generator, or for allegedly
for buying it.
For buying a stolen generator. You did not go and chase the person who bought. But even if you chase the person who bought, even for the person that 26 years.
26.
The child that they gave birth in 1999, where we regard them as an adult, I don't. It really boggles the mind.
They are married right now. If not because of
they are married.
26-year-old child is.
Oh yes.
Is a graduate. In fact, probably married in a working system. Probably out there like a child or two children.
Or two. Some people here in this country, some people in the West would have had all the children they want to have in their life. Do you understand? They've gone to. They're probably directors or or VPs
in their chosen
career. There in their chosen careers in their field. But we have a country and a democracy that allows the wastage of human resources just like that for no good reason. And that's like what's his name said, that the poor people are really the ones that bear the brunt of this horrible democracy that Nigeria is practicing. And I just wanted to just lend my voice to what you're saying. That place is a horrible place, and we need to start talking about,
when we say that, Charm, when we say things like that, people want us to sugarcoat it, because to them, that is too blunt, that is too mean. Don't call Nigeria this. Let us just talk about the people destroying the place, and Nigeria is a beautiful. I say, will you shut up? Will you keep quiet? Because the thing is this, maybe if you understand how horrible they've made the place, and how horrible they've treated the people there, maybe that can possibly awake the sleeping giant in all of us to understand that.
Listen,
you know what I mean? What
anyone whose argument is that we shouldn't talk about Nigeria as it is, right, is a horrible person, and quite possibly benefiting from this horrible democracy that we have. When we talk about how bad Nigeria is, I don't even think that we even said it all. No. Every day you hear more and more. Somebody is taking children, selling children, and things like that. In this present day, we say we are in a 21st century or whatever, and we have people selling people, we have people kidnapping people, and we say we have a democracy, we have a place. We don't have a place. And just two more things because other people need to call in.
Sure, go on.
even the so-called democracy, I hope we're not looking to the West for their style of governance, because that's their style of governance is also a criminal type of governance. I really don't care what anybody says. I don't believe in their democracy. We live in their democracy. There are massive flaws in that democracy, and I'm hoping that it's not something that we're looking to import into the new countries that we want to have.
No.
So let's not start asking, we really need to think critically about this so-called governance, because at the end of the day, their style of governance has given birth and allowed Nigeria to, to become the way it is, because there's no one is checking anybody. They like it just the way it is, because it allows them to also act with impunity in that country. Then to African Wahala, I don't know, but my understanding is that Fulani people are not indigenous to that particular region.
No,
if you say that they are herdsmen and they move from place to place, because I think they're from the Fula region, isn't it?
Well,
I believe that historically they're from the Fula.
Okay, there's a place called Putajalon. And that place is not even a country anymore. All right. It's like this desert wanderers. That's what the Fulanis are. And over time, where they managed to put up a sizable number of population, don't even exist as a country as we speak. That is why in J Republic, being in the middle of the Sahara Desert, okay, they are, they are like partly part of that place, but they are not indigenous to any of those places.
Okay.
And if you look at your screen right now, all right, this same map that I always put up tells us the real indigenous people of these areas that make up the northern part of Nigeria. They have names. They are they're like hundreds of all these indigenous people of this land in those areas. Fulani has none of them. Not a single one.
Yeah. So Fulani has none of them, and that is not to negate what African Wahala is saying, that anyone who is looking to have like this one Nigeria that works has to also understand that one Nigeria includes these Fulani people, because you're not gonna chase them away. It's going to be very difficult for you to tell them to uproot themselves and leave. I don't know if we have the capacity to do that, and if we'll be allowed to do that, right? Can we argue that historically they're not part of that particular region and ask to reject them? I don't know that we can do that, but I understand what he's saying, that if we're looking for one Nigeria, please understand that one Nigeria would mean that you will need to encompass these people. Exactly. That includes them, and we have to understand that these people
Nigeria and doesn't want to accept that it is a fake sort of a fake demographic expression, so to say, geographical expression, right? If you are not going to accept that, so if you are going to accept that Nigeria is a country, then you have to also accept everything.
You have to exactly. You have to also accept that. But as it is right now, everyone on this platform, I'm assuming anyone who is not new, who is not just joining the platform today, knows that we're talking about. Let us, separate. First of all, let us have our individual countries and then decide how we want to govern that is unique to Yoruba land. Because Yoruba land also have their own ways. Do you understand? Their own traditional, cultural ways. That say, okay, if we're going to interact with the people this way, this is how we want to interact with them, and this is the legal ways that we're going to coexist with ourselves. So also the Biafrans as well, and those in the Middle Belt and things like that. But and again, I feel like when that happens, that will stop this Fulani incursion into the south.
That will be on to the people in charge of those countries then. If they are so slack enough to make them, what Nigeria is trying to make them now, that will be up to them. But let the people decide who they want.
Exactly. Let the people decide. Okay, so that is about what I want to discuss with regards to Mocha and the rest, and all of that. I'm sure they'll sort themselves out. Let me let other people call. Thank you, Mayegun, for all you do. You're an excellent person, and I like your show. I don't see myself leaving. So carry on.
Thank you so much as well. All of you makes it more interesting on Mayegun's Diary Politico, and I love the time you dedicate to every session on this platform. Okay, I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mayegun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And I have, I think this is hello, sir.
Good evening, my brother. How are you today?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
Well done, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Well, briefly, what is happening in Nigeria, any right-taking individual should be worried, either you are home or abroad. because one day you will travel home either to see your family and you become a victim.
Yes.
Those who are abroad, who are seeing good life, 24 hours light, everything under like 24 hours, you enjoy life to the fullest, medical school and the rest of them, and they are still supporting what is happening in Nigeria. I think they have to rethink. Uh, Sowore and Peter Obi has become a tongue in the flesh of APC. Only one thing that I don't too like about this opposition party is that I was expecting, because when you see the idea that Sowore is portraying is almost similar to what Peter Obi. I was thinking that this group, they will come together to form one strong team to actually see how they can actually do things to change what actually they are all planning for. But the reverse is the case. Unlike Sowore is always abusing Obi or talking to obedience in one way or the other. As long as the opposition party refuse to come together in a united form, they cannot fight together because it is expected them to fight together. And for Peter Obi, just as you always say that anybody that is waiting for PVC to change the what is happening in Nigeria, it will never work because all 16 elections that was held, the result was the same like that of 2023 presidential election. So I think by now they should have to be working together and see that electoral reform is properly done,
I mean,
and INEC have to be restructured to ensure that all those things are put in place. Not when it is in a dying minute, they will now be putting pressure to tell say there's no time to do it.
you know,
But now they see how it's good 2 years that they're supposed to work and make sure that everything that need to be changed electronically, anything that need to be certified before them is done. Not when it is 6 months, they will now be signed. The National Assembly will tell you that not to be done. And to make the matter worse, the opposition party in the House, they are more than the ruling party. But where are they today? The reverse is the case.
they are already in the house of
No,
Tifnumbu. Have you not seen some of them
yeah,
singing the on
yeah,
your mandate they shall
yeah.
stand, because they are assuring them that
Uh,
if they play ball,
yeah,
right, they are all going to
they will
return.
be adopted.
They can return all
They'll
of them
become an
even without election.
adopted. Yeah. There is a saying that when there's no law, there is no offense. What is happening in Nigeria, it's just like a state of lawlessness, where a public official will use police, understand, and in the force of police, he will be doing what is wrong, and the police will tell them, don't do this.
Mhm.
And without the police, they couldn't have carried those action they are carrying out because they have police with them, the army with them. They will do orderly what they couldn't have done if they
Yes.
are alone. And these are the police support. When these people are doing this, is like what we have in this part of the world. The police will first of all interrogate those people. Shouldn't do this, understand?
Yes.
And the commissioner was saying, he was telling the police, maybe who pay your salary? That's the taxpayers' money. The salary is not being paid from her pocket. It's a
No.
taxpayers' money. Understand?
Mhm.
So that's what they should understand. So the public official in Nigeria, they use the security to threatening their fellow citizens, and the security will be there where the evil or the crime are committed, and they'll just be looking at the supporting because that person is a big person or is a high profile officer. That is what happened in Nigeria, which cannot be seen in this part of the world.
No.
Like the RCCG issue, that 100 days of fasting and prayer is a routine every year ritual. Understand?
Mhm.
These are the same men of God who say that Nigeria, say Nigeria, I don't know that is bewitched. And all this 100-day prayer and fasting cannot actually change all those things. Of what value is that prayer and fasting then? If Nigeria is having spiritual problems, and every year they do 100-day fasting and prayer, and it is not working, so why are they fasting?
It's a mockery.
So those are so
It's
many.
mocking.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
say
it's
mockery.
like mocking. That their God. That is it to me. You know what
Finally,
is wrong, but you are now
yeah,
pretending that
yeah,
that
yeah,
your God should turn to magician.
yeah.
It's a mockery.
Finally, in Edo State, before now, they say Edo is not Lagos. We have seen that Edo is one of the weakest
I don't
states,
think they say
or
that
Edo
for
people
anyone now. I don't know. Be
are the,
Lagos.
are the, are the one of the weakest people on earth in the state, if not the wicked, the most weakest. Because what is happening in those states that is happening, I know it's the hand of Oshomolesha. But how that Okobolo is doing is done by Oshomole. You know, that's why you see how he was happy, jubilating when they do their final thing. They know how to do best. So, and I want to tell Nigeria that APC do not have the monopoly of talk. These people, the language they understand is violence.
Yes.
They have been using it to take to win election and do other things. I think other political parties too, they should rise up when they bring their talk and they talk clash. Maybe that will be the end of the state or the country, so that everybody will now go on his way. Because what they are doing here, like what they are doing, how can a governor dissolve first of all, suspend them. Now this is a ridiculous kind of thing that can never, it's not supposed to happen. And you know, people there are sitting there, they are watching and everything are happening there. You will not be the challenge from the citizen. You know, it seems that things is getting worse and worse every day. So until they rise up, just as Martin Luther I used to say in one of his quotes, that no slave master voluntarily allowed the slave to go until the slave demand for it. So, and until they wake up to reality,
freedom is taken.
It's not given.
No,
it's taken. So, I think those are some of the issues they have to wake up and see that the right thing are done. Particularly, Peter will be, if we really want to contest for 2027, he has to ensure with his other political party that the electoral system is changed and that is overhauled. Otherwise, he will come back to cry and say they are looking at Yes, don't carry people to go and die on the field and come and say you are paying condolence visit to their families.
You know. Thank you so much, Lisa.
All right.
I appreciate you and others tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. Our time is now really, really fast spent. Yeah, even though we started late, okay. And thank you to all of us. I'm going to see you some other time. To my other callers, I am sorry that we've come to the end of the chat, but don't worry. Whatever it is that you want to add to this conversation, you can always, have your shots again. So tomorrow is going to be another day. So good night from here. I will see you all again. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
adìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àníyàn sọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. àyè
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí mò ń gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.